Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final round of the Core Set 2021 pre-release party brought to you by Star City Games and the fine folks at Wizards of the Coast. I'm Jeremy Noell, and I'm here with Justin Parnell.
That's
and,
me.
Yeah,
Save the best for last.
Yep, we're here to battle it out and see what's going on. I saw your deck already, and it seems pretty good. Pretty aggressive little deck you got going on.
It's a little punchy. It's a little punchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. And by saving the best for last, what I mean is we're going to see which one of us can be the first one to win a game. Because so far, neither of us have. But someone will win. Someone will win. We won't just continuously draw. So
yeah, the two of us will not just continuously lose the entire rest of this match.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's figure out who's going first. High roll on 2d6. Got a 3, so
10.
Yeah, you got it.
I will be on the play. This is a very speculative hand, but it's got a card I want to cast in it, so I'm going to keep it exclusively on that.
I'm going to keep this and be a bit wary, so yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to play a Plains and Path.
Draw. I will play this Blossoming Sand and go to 21 life.
21. This is what John did to me the whole time. He just ticky-tack, gained 1, play a Plains and Pass. The whole game, he stayed at 20.
Okay, see, that's what I didn't. But it's fine, because I will play this Drowsing Pteranodon, which is a 3/3 defender, can attack if I have control another creature with 4 or greater, 4 power.
Just any creature, right? It doesn't even have to be another creature. That finds its way to have 4 power then.
Yes. If it were to somehow gain +1/+1.
But it can't block.
It can very much block, and I'm passing the turn after that.
I'm going to play a Mountain, and I'm just going to go ahead and play this Glorious Anthem.
Oof.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm done after that. Yeah. That's a good one. If you were to play Glorious Anthem, you'd be able to attack with your 4/4.
I would be.
And I wouldn't like it.
Fortunately, I do not have that ability. But I will play this Truffle Snout, which is going to come into play as a 3/3.
Oh, Truffle Boy. Yep.
And I'll pass turn.
Untap draw. I'm going to play a Mountain, and I'm going to play Battle Rattle Shaman. At the beginning of my upkeep, I can have a creature get +2/+0 to end turn, which I will not do, and I'll pass the
turn. I will play this promo Fabled Passage that I got.
Okay. No need to flex, Jeremy.
Yeah, I gotta flex on you somehow. So go get a Swamp. Battle Rattle is how big?
It's a 3/3 with Glorious Anthem.
And it says target creature gets +2/+0.
Yeah, I can have target creature get +2/+0 just until end of turn.
Okay, well, that's pretty good. That's pretty
good. Not bad. It's not bad.
I will play a Hooded Blight Fang.
Oh my gosh, everyone's got this card.
Yeah, it's pretty good, I hear.
Yeah.
Death Touch 1/4.
Might as well be a 1/100.
Yep. And I will pass the turn.
All right, well, play Plains, and yes, I'm going to play a Chandra's Magmut, a special boy. This is a special boy, not the normal one. And I'm going to pass the turn.
Special boy, you said.
Yeah, look, he's special.
Yeah, I appreciate
special version.
Well, let's get our other Death Toucher out there, Ornery Dilophosaur.
Okay, that is
whenever it attacks, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. And it is a 2/2 Death Touch.
Okay.
And I will pass it.
So many Death Touch creatures.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Untap draw. Really, really, really doing it. We'll play a land. And I'm going to play Bolt Hound.
Ooh.
But your creatures all are huge and or have death touch.
True.
So I'm just going to pass the turn again.
All right. So you have a 3/3.
They're all three. They're all 3/3s.
All 3/3s.
They're all 3/3s.
I'm gonna have a fetid imp, which also has death touch. If I give it, if I pay it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. And why not? I'm going to play Garrick's Harbinger.
That's a good one.
4/3 pro black or Hexproof from black.
Yep.
It deals combat damage. Look at the top 4. I'm gonna get in with Ornery Dilophosaur, and it's gonna be it's gonna get +2/+2. You're gonna lose 1. I'm gonna gain 1 from the trigger of the Hooded Blightfang.
Yeah.
And
22. I'll go to 19.
Yep.
And then you're attacking for 4.
4.
Yep. I'll go to 15.
I'll pass turn.
Okay. End of turn, I'm going to deal you 1 with Chandra's Magmut.
Yep.
You're 20. Okay. Draw. Just what I wanted. Oh, well.
Justin's playing white red and Jeremy's playing black green. What's happening? What universe are we in?
Well, with limited, you don't just play the colors you always play every time just because you like them.
That's very true.
Not often how that works. I opened a bunch of red and white rares, so I have a red and white deck. And you're just going to keep just poking away at me. Except it's not going to be very slow. It's going to start getting a lot faster here in a second.
That's the hope.
Yeah, that's the issue. Oh man, so these are all 3/3s. I'm gonna play planes and just pass the turn.
Planes and pass the turn. So
yep.
That's pretty good, I hear.
Flooding out my 15 land deck, just like I did the last 2 games.
I'm gonna play Thrashing Brontodon.
Yep. Yep. You sure will.
I'm gonna give this fetid imp death touch.
Yep.
And I am gonna move to attacks.
Okay.
Get in.
Okay, so you have 3 triggers.
I have 3 death touch triggers, yes.
All right, I'm going to go to 12. You're going to go to 24.
Yep.
Oh, Lord. All right, I'm going to play Swift Response.
Yeah, I figured you had something there.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I'm going to destroy target tapped creature, which all of your creatures are good, which is part of the problem. Let's get your stupid Blightfang.
The Blightfang itself?
Yeah. And then that's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 15.
4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep.
Cool. And I'm at 12.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to block the Garrick's Harbinger.
Yeah.
With Bolt Hound.
Is that it?
That's my only block.
Okay, I'll sack Thrashing Brontodon to blow up your
Glorious Anthem.
Glorious Anthem. So
all right. Your creature lives. I'm going to take 11 and go to 1.
Yep.
And I'm going to deal you 1, which is 23.
23.
All right. Well, it's not a land. It's not very good. Okay. You know what? I'm not even going to show you this. I'm dead.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Super dead.
All right. So we will go into deck tech here for a minute and then come back for game number 2. Stick around. Hello everyone, Jeremy Noell here from Star City Games Commander Versus, and I'm here to talk to you today about my Core Set 2021 pre-release kit for the Star City Games Presents Core Set 2021 pre-release party. And I think I've got a pretty okay deck here. I've got some bombs for sure, but the rest of the deck it's okay. I'm building around the bombs mostly and really hoping to get there. So I opened up my pack, and the first thing I saw was my promo, which was just exciting as a Commander player. So I've got a Fabled Passage. It's a promo stamp, so it's really, really cool. I get to put that into a Commander deck in the future, but it also helps fix my mana a little bit because, and I'm going to need it, because I do have a card in here that costs triple black, and that is probably one of the best cards in this limited format, I think, and that's Massacre Worm. Oh man, I haven't played with one of these in a while, and especially in limited, it's been 10 years since this was printed. But I definitely remember playing this in limited, and it was real good. So I was like, okay, yeah, that seems pretty sweet. I opened that up in like my first pack, and I was super excited. All right, I'm gonna play black, and I kept going, and by like pack 4, I got real excited because I also opened up a foil Lilliana Waker of the Dead. So this thing is pretty sweet. It's not as good as like previous Lilianas, but it's still very, very cool. The +1 is each player discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. -3 is target creature gets -X/-X, where X is the number of cards in my graveyard. So graveyard could fill up pretty quick. I don't think we're going to get to the ultimate, but you get an emblem with at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put target creature card from a graveyard into the battlefield under your control. It gains haste. That wins games right there. So to go along with that, we also have one other rare that goes in the deck that's in the color, and that is Hooded Blightfang. And this one's pretty sweet. I mean, it's a rattlesnake. It's a Death Toucher. 1/4. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch attacks, each player loses 1. You gain 1. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals damage to a Planeswalker, destroy that Planeswalker. So it could be good if anybody else is running Planeswalkers, but it has to get through. So. And then I was trying to figure out what other color I wanted to go into, and the other obvious color in the pool kind of was green. I was looking at a little bit like trying to figure out if blue or white would be okay, but instead I ended up going with green, and one of the main reasons is I got a Jolrael Mulvaney Recluse. It's a 1/2. If you draw a second card each turn, you make a 2/2 green cat creature token. But the other thing is, for 6 mana until end of turn, creatures you control have base power and toughness XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand, which seems pretty sweet. If you can draw a few extra cards or keep even a little bit in your hand to really get in there with like a bunch of maybe your 1/1s and your 2/1s become 4/4s all of a sudden. So we've got a couple other cards here that really help out with that. Things like Grasp of Darkness and Pestilent Haze can remove some creatures, or remove all creatures, or get rid of a couple of counters from opposing Planeswalker. Things like Thrashing Brontodon, which is just a pretty good body and can be a bit of artifact or enchantment removal if you really need to. Cultivate to really fix our mana to get up there for the Massacre Worm, along with the Fabled Passage. And then Rise Again in case the Massacre Worm dies, we can go get it back right onto the battlefield, give all of their creatures -2/-2 again, hopefully kill a couple more, drain them a little bit more. The rest of the deck is pretty okay. It was mostly just filler stuff. We've got a couple of the Saber-Tooth Mauler at the beginning of your end step. If a creature died this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it, which works out pretty well if you have Massacre Worm, or if you get like a Lilliana and can, kill something off, then that works out pretty well. Or, with Grasp of Darkness or Pestilent Haze, maybe just give it an extra counter. We've got our boy, Colossal Dreadmaw, just in case. And then, just some filler. I think one that's going to be pretty okay in this deck. Oh, I forgot about this one. Yep, this was on the bottom for some reason. But for 3 mana, 4/3, my other rare that was in my colors is Garruk's Harbinger. So it's a hexproof from black, 4/3. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You can reveal a card or a Garruk planeswalker card from among them, put them into your hand, put the rest on the bottom in your random order. So hopefully you can draw for, look at the top 4, get an extra creature out of it to really get going. And then the rest of it is just filler, some stall, some, help out with that. So, I think this is pretty exciting. I'm excited to see where it goes. My curve is pretty okay. Just getting to Massacre Worm should be pretty good, unless they have something real big to get, in the way of it. Hopefully we'll do okay and see you in the games. Thanks so much. All right, everybody, we are back for game 2 here between Justin and myself, and Justin gets the choice of play or draw.
I'll play it. Game 2 of 3.
Yeah. Game 2 of 3, of course.
Game 2 of 3. Let me shuffle it up a little bit more. I took 4 more lands out, so I'm down to 11. Just kidding.
That would be
or
impressive.
maybe not. We'll see.
I will keep this one.
I'll keep. It's a pretty reasonable hand. This might be the most reasonable hand I've had yet.
All right.
Ready to go?
Yeah, it kicks off.
All right. I'm going to play a Plains. I'm going to play a Selfless Savior.
Okay.
And just like I told John, if you kill this dog, just keep in mind that means you hate dogs.
Yeah, it's the blood is on my hands. I get it.
The blood is on your hands, yes.
Swamp and pass.
All right. All right. I'm going to attack you for 1.
Yep.
First blood. All right. I'm going to play a Mountain and a Hobble theme.
Okay. So
the old devil and dog combo. A classic.
Off quick here. Forest, and I don't have a 2-drop, so go.
Excellent. We're doing it. We're finally doing it. I'm going to cast Crash Through, which just gives my creatures trample and a draw card.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to play Windscarred Crag. I'll go to 21, and then I'm going to attack you for 3.
Yep, take 3.
She has 16. And I'm done after that.
I will play my land and get the old snaky boy out there.
God, this guy again.
Yep, pass turn.
All right. What a scumbag.
Yep.
I'll play Plains, and I'm going to play a Glorious Anthem.
Glorious
Anthem! I don't want to tap that. And, that might as well have 100 toughness, so I am done. Contact.
Exactly 100 toughness.
Approximately 100 toughness, yeah.
This one has much, much less than 100. This is Silver's Smote Ghoul, 3/1.
You smote.
If I gain 3 life, return it from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped, and I can pay 1 in a black, sack it to draw a card. And I will pass the turn.
That's cute. All right. I will draw. I'm going to play a Plains, and then I will play a Spellgorger Weird.
Ooh.
So whenever I cast a non-creature, you get a +1/+1 counter on it. And I'll pass the turn after that.
Well, I am definitely drawing enough lands here.
Me too. I will not miss land drop.
Big beefy gnarled sage 4/4 reach. As long as you've drawn 2 more cards this turn, it gets +2.
Pretty gnarly.
And I will pass.
Okay. I will draw. Going to continue the theme of me still getting flooded out. But I do have a spell that I can cast, and it's going to be a pretty good one. So I have 8 power with the creatures I control. So I'm going to pay 4, and I'm going to play Volcanic Salvo.
Oh no!
Which is going to deal 6 damage to, up to 2 target creatures and/or planeswalkers. So I'm going to get your 2 creatures that have 4 toughness.
Yep.
I'm going to put a counter on the Weird. And that's a 3/1, right?
This is a 3/1, yes.
3/1. All right, we're gonna rumble. Rumble in the jungle.
What are you?
This is I have a 4/4. Mm-hmm. I have a 3/2 and a 2/2.
I'll block the 3/2.
The 3/2. Okay, it has trample, so you're gonna take. You still probably want to block this one, I imagine.
Yeah.
I can't get it out of range. So, all right. So you're gonna take 2 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
All right. This will die. Actually, yeah. That's gonna die. All right. So you're gonna go to 8.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead.
Play both of those, unfortunately, but I can play this big honkin' colossal dreadmoss.
That is a honker.
Plus, pass the turn.
Okay. Oh, that was a good draw. I'm going to play Bolt Hound.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my last trick, I'm going to play Destructive Tampering. And I'm going to choose creatures without flying cannot block this turn.
Oh, I think that just kills me.
And I'm going to attack, yeah. Attack you for 1 million.
Yep. Trigger. Game 3.
Nice and fast. Finally, the deck operated as I drew it up.
Exactly what you wanted to do.
All right, I guess we're going to take a short break, do another deck tech, and then we'll be right back for the final game of the Core Set 2021 pre-release party. We'll be back in just a moment.
What's up, everyone? It's Justin Parnell back again to tell you about my deck for the Core Set 2021 pre-release party. Now, you'll all remember last time where I had the best deck in the room, a 5-color Lutri-led monstrosity that I easily defeated everyone put in my path. But today, instead of playing 5 colors, I decided to go a different direction because I'm going to keep it simple. And there's nothing simpler than sweet little adorable puppies. So I'm going to play a red-white aggro deck that takes advantage of all of these new adorable little dogs in Core Set 2021. And just keep in mind, if you're my opponents and you destroy these dogs, you're a terrible person. Now, in the event that the dogs can't do it on their own, we do have a little bit of backup to make them a little bit bigger. We have a Glorious Anthem, recently reprinted in M21, and a Basri's Solidarity, which is essentially another Glorious Anthem, to make our doggos even more glorious. If we have a bunch of those out, along with a couple of our other creatures, we can make this Volcanic Salvo cost a mere red rather than the 12 mana asking price. So we can destroy 2 of our opponent's creatures. And if for some reason that those things don't work, all of the doggos, all of the anthems, we brought along a couple of rare dragons. Gadrock, the Crown Scourge, and my personal favorite, the old Terror of the Peaks. So I don't know who I'm playing. It's not going to matter. But my advice to you is watch out, because today you're the mailman.
All right, we are back for the final game of the Core Set 2021 pre-release party, brought to you by Star City Games and the fine folks at Wizards of the Coast. Parnell and I tied with 1-1. We're gonna go ahead and.
Are you going to be going first? Or are you going to be going second?
I will be going first.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah.
the most confidence-inspiring keep of all time.
Yeah.
You going to keep it?
Yeah, I'm going to try it.
No, I'm going to put my back.
At
All planes.
3
planes. 3 red cards.
Yeah, it's just a little slow, and against that last opening hand, this would be pretty bad.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a good sequence for me.
Yeah.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 bonus one.
That you get to put right back on the bottom.
Yeah, we will keep this one, and I'll put this on the bottom. All right, you're up.
All right, gain 1, Blossoming Standcaster.
My gosh, 21? That's so much more than 20. All right, I will play a planes and pass.
No turn 1 doggo.
No turn 1 doggo, not this time.
Swamp, go.
All right. I will play a mountain and I will play a devil, one of my D creature types, along with dragons and dogs. I'm
good.
Done. Yeah.
I will play another swamp and pass the turn.
I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to go to combat and attack for 2.
I'm going to Grasp of Darkness and get that out of here quick.
It's gone. All right, I'm going to...
going to be a problem.
I'm going to play a planes and I'm going to play a makeshift battalion.
Okay.
And I'm going to pass the turn.
I'll play a forest.
Yeah.
Garrick's Harbinger.
Okay.
Pass
pretty
the
good. All right. I'll draw.
How big is that makeshift battalion?
It's a 3/2. Your Harbinger's a little bit better. I'm gonna play a gain 1 life land. Windscarred
You
Crag.
see, you were complaining about it before, and now all of a sudden...
Yeah, well, I was complaining about yours, not mine. That's
I see.
totally
I see.
different. I'm gonna play Spellgorger Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Spellgorger Weird, and I'll pass the turn. I'll happily trade my makeshift battalion for your Harbinger. Your card's a little bit better.
Yeah. I'm going to play this fancy swamp that I got.
Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
That's a very fancy swamp. I like that swamp.
It is a fancy swamp. I do like it quite a bit. I don't know if I want to do that. I will play the Gnarled Sage 4/4 Reach.
It's a very gnarly card.
And not attack into that.
Okay.
And then pass turn.
All right. I will draw. All right. I'm going to play a Plains, and I'm going to play, just like every game, Glorious Anthem.
Glorious Anthem.
I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on the Spellgorger Weird also. And the thing is, your creatures are still fairly sizable, so I'm just going to pass the turn.
Going to play the Annoy Justin card.
No, don't do it.
Thrashing
Don't play the... come on.
I did not draw it this turn. I drew it last turn before you played the Glorious Anthem, so it was just serendipitous. I will pass the turn.
I'll draw. Yes. Well, if there's one thing I like doing in this aggro deck, it's playing a land every single turn for every single game that I've ever played. Well, how many cards do you have in your hand, Jeremy?
I have 3 cards in hand.
3 cards in hand. Your creatures are so big, though.
They have big butts and they cannot lie.
They can't lie. They might try to lie, but they can't. They're just, the butts are too big. I'm going to play Basri's Solidarity.
Is that the +1/+1 on everything?
Yeah. So this is going to get a +1/+1 counter. This is actually going to get 2.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of sitting around.
It's fair.
Just tired of it. I'm going to attack.
With
just the... Actually, you know what? Whatever. I don't care. I'm going to attack with both of these.
All right. How big are they?
This, the Weird is a 6/6, and the Makeshift Battalion is a 5/4.
It's a 5/4.
Yep.
Okay. I will block the 6/6 with Thrashing Brontodon. Block the 5/4 with Gnarled Sage.
Okay.
Do you have any effects?
Before damage?
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to sack this to blow up the Glorious Anthem.
Right, well, now that you've done that.
Yeah, now you have stuff to do.
Now I'm going to cast Sure Strike on my Makeshift Battalion, give it +3/+0, and First Strike.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm done.
Okay. Play that promo Fabled Passage again.
Promo Fabled Passage. You just got a regular old Zendikar full art land.
Just a
not a fancy
sappy forest.
Yeah.
I'm going to swing in for 4.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to go to 17.
Oh,
You look at the top 4. You get a
And I can
creature,
or
or
Garrett.
Garrick. Whiff.
I mean, that's
Not a whiff.
pretty good. Pretty good.
Ugh.
Pretty good.
Yuck. At least it can't kill anything.
No, cannot kill anything yet. It will, however, secure the scene to get rid of your weird. Now you get a 1/1.
All right. I'll find me a little 1/1 friend. You're just going to kill this 1/1, Jeremy. I'm going to pull this out of my little deck box, and then you're just going to kill it.
That is correct.
It's a real mean thing to do.
This is the hope anyway, and I'll pass the turn after that.
All right. Let me get a soldier. Let me see if I got one. Surely I got a soldier in here in this box full of cards and things. One soldier. Okay. All right. I'm touch roll. Man, Massacre Worm. I'm glad you revealed that.
Yeah, because now you can play around it.
Well, not really, but I'd rather know about it than not.
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever. 5.
Yep. Taking 5.
Going to. What life are you going to?
I'm going to 15 now.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not very much. It's not very good. All right, I'm done. At least this has a +1/+1 counter on it, so it doesn't die to Massacre Worm.
Turn. We'll swing again.
I have no blocks.
Top 4.
Yep.
We'll get this ornery Dilophosaur.
Okay. That's it's +2/+2. It has Death Touch if you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this land. Yeah, I'll play the Massacre Worm.
Yep. I lose 2. I'll go to 15.
Yep, 15 all.
Okay. All right. Now I will play this Rage Mutt.
Yeah.
And I got to pass the turn. Certainly cannot attack.
How big is the Rage Mutt?
The Rage Mutt's a 2/2.
2/2.
Yeah.
He's your friend and mine. He's
No.
the Hooded Blightfang.
No, Hooded Blightfang.
And the ornery Dilophosaur.
Oh, and another Death Touch creature.
Another Death Touch creature.
Da-na-na. The Death Touch Show. Starring Justin's life total. And also Jeremy's life total, going the opposite direction.
I'm going to swing in. Just full on coming at you with 10.
Okay, I'm gonna block the Harbinger.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast Swift Response on your Massacre Worm.
Kills it.
Yep. And then these 2 trade.
Yep.
And I'm left with a Chandra's Bagbot against your 2 Death Touch creatures.
Yep.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Pass the turn.
No, the Harbinger is dead.
Oh, the Harbinger. Yeah.
You traded with the Death Touch.
Traded with the Harbinger. Yep.
All right. Come on. All right. Well, that's not nothing. That's not nothing. Gadrock, the Crown Scourge. Cannot attack unless I have 4 or more artifacts.
How big is that thing?
It's a 5/4. But it has toughness, so your Death Touch creatures can kill it. And I will be done after that.
But it has flying, right? It's a dragon.
It does have flying. It does have flying. It wasn't the dragon I wanted to draw, but it was the dragon I did draw.
Hey, 5.
Now, Jeremy,
Five.
don't you think you've had it? Oh no, don't do that.
We're going to go ahead and put this Massacre Worm back onto the battlefield if that's okay.
I'm going to give you 1 in response. So you're going to go to 14.
Yep.
Then this is going to die. I'm
Yep.
going to lose 2.
Yep.
I'll go to 13.
And then I'm going to declare attacks, and you lose 2 from the Blight Fang trigger. I gain 2.
I go to 11. You go to 16. And I can't even block any of these because this has -2, -2, and
Correct.
I can't kill anything. All right. Well, I guess I'll take 5. Go to 6.
Pass the turn.
End of turn, I'll get 1 treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool card I drew. I'll pass the turn.
That not volcanic geyser or whatever?
It's if it's not. I actually could cast it. It's true, but it's not. It's not volcanic geyser. I would like a volcanic geyser.
Move to declare attacks.
You can declare them.
Declare all 3 of these.
Yeah.
As attackers.
All right, I'm gonna lose 2.
Yep. I'll gain 2. Go to 18.
Yeah. I'm just dead. I blocked Massacre Worm. I die.
Yep.
My hand obviously land.
Oh.
Yep.
That sticks.
All right. Good games, Jeremy. I'm the ultimate loser.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today to our... I'm going to switch over to my face cam here. Hey, thanks, everybody, for coming out today to our pre-release party for Core Set 2021, brought to you by Star City Games and the fine folks over at Wizards of the Coast. We're going to have a cat guest star here because he was just napping and he heard me start to talk, so obviously he needs to get into the shop because he's a star.
I think he was just upset at my dog. My dog.
Your use of dogs and not cats.
Yeah.
This is Walter Croncat.
I was going to say, yeah, Walter was not happy with me playing all those dogs.
He's an angry old man. So thank you all for coming out, and we hope you had fun. I know that we had fun. Hopefully we can do this again in the future. There's a plan for it, but plans sometimes fall apart. So we will see what comes out next set, and thank you all for watching. Have a good one.
Thanks everyone.